In the headlines, Defense Chief Squad goes after killers of northern travelers in Edo.
Jagora abun koyi ya sha alkebba fara mai kokowa.
Emirs of Katsina-Daura sue for peace and economic empowerment. Osun threatens to dethrone monarchs over communal clashes. And on the foreign scene, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso impose 0.5% import levy. Hello and welcome to News Update on Trust TV. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, on Sunday strongly condemned the killing of 16 hunters in Edo State, vowing that the perpetrators will be brought to justice. The CDS pledged as the Edo State government said that Governor Monday Okpebholo had reached out to the victims' families, the Hausa community leaders in the state, and the northern governors about the incident. About 14 suspects have been arrested by the police in connection with the tragic incident. A statement on Sunday by the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, quoted the CDS as stating that the tragic incident could have been prevented had the appropriate authorities been notified to verify the identities of the victims. He also urged citizens to avoid taking the law into their hands and instead rely on the security agencies for conflict resolution. Musa assured Nigerians that the armed forces of Nigeria will collaborate with the police and other security agencies to ensure justice is served. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has demanded justice for those who were gruesomely killed in Uromi, Edo State on Thursday last week, describing the killing of travelers as senseless and unacceptable. He reacted in a statement made available to journalists on Monday, insisting that such lawlessness should have no place in the society. 16 travelers of northern extraction were murdered in Uromi, Edo State by a suspected mob. Akpabio's statement, released by his special assistant on media, Jackson Udom, was among the swell of reactions trailing the killing of the travelers. Akpabio urged Nigerians to always work towards uniting the nation and promoting peace at all times, stressing that such dastardly act should not be tolerated for any reason anywhere in the country. Meanwhile, Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo has paid a condolence visit to the Deputy President of the Senate, Barrow Jibrin, over the killings of travelers in Uromi in Ishan North East local government area of Edo State. The governor was at the Maitama residence of the Deputy President of the Senate in Abuja on Monday. This is contained in a statement by the Special Advisor to the Deputy President of the Senate on Media and Publicity, Ismail Mudashir, on Monday. The governor extended his condolences to the Deputy President of the Senate, who is from Kano State, pledging that the state government will assist the families of the victims. According to the statement, the Edo State governor disclosed that the 14 suspects arrested in connection with the killing of the travelers are going to be taken to Abuja for further interrogation. While assuring that the perpetrators will face the full wrath of the law, he described the killings of the innocent travelers as unfortunate and condemnable. Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has called on the Edo State government to ensure parades and the immediate prosecution of those responsible for the brutal killing of 16 travelers in Uromi, Edo State. He made the call while receiving Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo, who led a delegation to Kano to offer condolences over the tragic incident. Welcoming Governor Okpebholo, Yusuf expressed deep sorrow over the killings, emphasizing that most of the victims were from Kano State. Governor Yusuf acknowledged the swift response of the Edo State government, commending Okpebholo for his immediate visit to the crime scene and his efforts to ensure the victims were buried in accordance with the law. Earlier, Governor Okpebholo assured the people of Kano that justice will be served, revealing that 14 suspects had already been arrested and were being transferred to Abuja for further investigation. He reaffirmed his commitment to maintaining harmony between the Hausa community in Edo and their hosts, stressing that the attack did not reflect the values of the state. Now, people in Katsina State have been urged to support security agencies in their fight against banditry and other forms of criminality. This was a common message delivered by several imams at Eid prayer grounds during this year's Salah celebrations across the state. The report is presented from our studio.
In Katsina, residents moved from the Eid prayer grounds to Kangiwa Square to witness this year's Eid Salah Durbar organized by the Emirate Council. Amidst an enthusiastic crowd, Emir Abdulmumin Kabir Usman, district heads, and other traditional title holders adored in royal regalian rode on horseback from the Kufa Guga Eid ground to Kangiwa Square. Despite the scorching sun, the procession passed through Kufa Yandaka, Masanawa, and Kufa Suru, marking the terminal point of the event. The Emir and his entourage showcased their horsemanship, skillfully displaying traditional sportsmanship to the admiration of spectators. Singers and dancers and performers from various districts entertained attendees with cultural displays, adding vibrancy to the Salah Durbar, which drew spectators from within and outside Katsina State. In his Salah message, the Emir of Katsina, Abdulmumin Kabir Usman, urged his subjects to remain law-abiding while appealing to the state government to sustain its empowerment programs to alleviate economic hardship. I urge you to remain steadfast in prayer, seek Allah's forgiveness, and pray against insecurity. The government is making efforts to alleviate economic challenges and empower the people, so we must support these initiatives. In Daura, Emir Farooq Umar Farooq led the grand procession of district heads and traditional title holders from the Eid ground through major streets of the town, receiving prayers and admiration from residents. For many in Daura, Salah is a cherished opportunity to see the Emir offer prayers for him and express their loyalty to Daura Emirate. The Emir of Daura, in his message, emphasized environmental concerns, urging residents to curb deforestation and embrace afforestation to combat desert encroachment. He also called for unity, love, and appreciation of government policies aimed at improving livelihoods. I urge my subjects to continue praying for this administration and maintaining law and order. I also discourage rampant tree cutting as it contributes to desert encroachment, which has severe consequences for our environment and livelihoods. Across both Emirates, festivities will continue with Hawan Zaki and Hawan Daushi, marking the grand conclusion of the Salah celebrations on Monday.
The Emir of Zazzau, Ahmad Nuhu Bamali, has cautioned district heads against unfair and unjust treatment to subjects. The Emir gave the warning while delivering his Salah message shortly after observing Eid al-Fitr prayer during Hawan Salah at his palace in Zaria. The reports.
Bamali explained that there are frequent complaints of injustice and maltreatment of subjects, especially Fulanis from various districts of the Emirate, saying that such injustice must stop. Otherwise, the Emirate will take drastic action on any erring district head. I want to inform the district and village heads of reported cases of injustice, especially against the Fulanis, because we will not tolerate it anymore. I want to implore all those affected by the injustice and unfair treatment to report such cases to the palace. The police are getting tired of intervening. Therefore, whoever maltreats you, be it district, village or ward head, do not hesitate to report such to the palace. And I can assure you that justice will be done by the grace of God. He added that the warning also affects village and ward heads who are fond of treating their subjects unfairly. He emphasized the need for unity among people of the Emirate for rapid socio-economic development. While congratulating Muslims faithful on Salah celebration, the Emir emphasized the need to support leaders with prayers to enable them serve the people effectively. We want you to support the government's positive transformation of our communities. We also want to appreciate all our legislators, especially the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Ian Zazo, for providing succor to our people, particularly through the distribution of food items to our people. All other legislators are also very supportive. We encourage them to continue to compliment the state governor on his positive transformation drive. Bamali further applauded the effort of the security operatives in the emirate and reminded citizens that security is a collective responsibility, hence the need for maximum support and cooperation to rid the society from evil. From Zaria, Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed, Trust TV News.
The Eid al-Fitr celebrations in Dutse Emirates, Jigawa State, are usually a spectacular display of tradition, joy and community bonding. This year was not different as the festivities commenced with Muslims gathering at mosques and open prayer grounds for special congregational prayers. Trust TV's Ali Rabiu Ali attended the Durbar celebration and filed in this report.
The Eid Fitr celebration in Dutse Emirate are closely tied to the Sarkin Dutse Durbar festival, which showcased the Emirates' rich cultural heritage. The festival features elaborate displays of cultural grandeur, with the Emir of Dutse presiding over the occasion. Some people from overseas, such as Italy, Finland, among others, have also visited the Emirates to witness the Durbar festival, which held in Garu Emir's Palace in Dutse.
It is amazing. It is very energetic. All the people are very happy, very friendly. It's been an amazing experience, and I would love to come back, and I would invite people from other cultures to definitely come visit.
I find the festivities very impressive. The horses, the camels, all the sounds, the beautiful costumes, all the colors, dancing.
In my opinion, it's amazing because it's not my first time here. I've been here twice. Last year, I went to Kano to see the Durbar because I love the tradition of Nigeria, especially of this kind of part of Nigeria.
Visitors from other states also expressed their joy as they witnessed this year's festival in Dutse.
This festivity is a really great and nice festivity. I really love everything happening about it, from the Durbar, the running of the horses, how they come in. I just loved every bit of it.
This festival is a very nice festival. Though this is my first time coming to Garu because of the festival, but I like it very well. So I'm going to pray for long life of the well-being of this state and of our king. And I'm going to say that may many years of this festival come again, may we witness many years of it, and may the Almighty Allah accept all our ibadah.
Despite security concerns, the Eid Fitr festivities in Jigawa State, including Dutse Emirate, were generally peaceful as authorities deployed security personnel to ensure a safe and joyful celebration. The celebrations in Dutse Emirate serve as a testament to the community's resilience and commitment to their cultural heritage. From Jigawa, Ali Rabiu Ali, Trust TV News.
The Chief of Staff to suspended Rivers State Governor Edison Ehie has alleged that he was offered 5 billion naira to coordinate the impeachment of his principal. Speaking on Sunday, Ehie claimed he has evidence of the bribe offer stored on his phone. Ehie said the offer was made while he was serving as the majority leader of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Chief of Staff also denied claims that he orchestrated the October 30, 2023 bombing of the Rivers Assembly Complex on Fubara's orders. The allegation was made by a former head of service in the state, George Nweke, during a press conference last Friday. Nweke had alleged that he witnessed a bag of money being handed over to Ehie at the government house to execute the operation, though he admitted he did not know the amount inside. Dismissing the claims as false and politically motivated, Ehie said he had no hand and was not part of the burning down of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Assistant State Women Leader South of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Margaret Ekpe-Young Okon, has officially resigned from the party. Her decision comes barely 48 hours after Emana Amewe, the deputy governorship candidate for 2024 general elections, also stepped down from the PDP. In a letter addressed to the ward chairman of Edem Odo Ward, Akpa-Buyo local government area, Cross River State, Okun expressed gratitude for the opportunities and experiences she gained while serving the party. She reflected on her journey, which included roles as a ward executive member, councillor, and most recently as a member of the State Executive Council and assistant state women leader for the South. This resignation adds to the recent political shifts in Cross River State following Amawe's departure, marking a notable development in the local political landscape. This is news update on Trust TV coming up ahead. Osun threatens to dethrone monarchs over communal clashes. This and many more when we return. Do stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is news update on Trust TV. Let's take a look at our top stories again. Defense Chief Squad goes after killers of northern travelers in Edo. And emirs of Katsina-Daura sue for peace and economic empowerment. Moving on to more stories, troops of the 6th Brigade Nigerian Army Sector 3 Operation Wild Stroke, in collaboration with the Nigeria Police Force, have thwarted a kidnap attempt along the Takum-Jalingo Road. In a statement on Sunday, the acting brigade spokesperson, Captain Oni Olubudunde, said the success was made possible following a distress call from road users. Olubudunde said, acting on the call, security operatives swiftly mobilized to Muji town, where armed kidnappers had ambushed an 18-seater Toyota bus. He said the troops on arrival engaged the criminals in a fierce gun battle, using superior firepower that forced the assailants to abandon their captives and flee into the forest. 2 individuals identified as Yakubu Usman from Angwan Abuja in Takum and Godwin Peter from Angwenda in Kowa, according to him, were rescued. The statement added that the remaining passengers were able to continue their journey safely. The Osun State government has warned traditional rulers in Ifon, Ilobu, and Erin-Osun communities of their consequences, including dethronement, should communal clashes persist in their domains. Governor Ademola Adeleke issued the warning on Monday following reports of renewed tensions in the conflict-prone areas. A statement signed by the governor's spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, cautioned against any attempt to exploit the recent relaxation of the curfew for renewed violence, stressing that the state government would not hesitate to take decisive action against erring royal fathers and other actors involved in the crisis. The governor emphasized that security operatives were escalating their investigation of key figures suspected of fueling the conflict. He also reiterated that the peace agreement signed by community leaders must be upheld, warning that any breach would have serious repercussions. Adeleke clarified that the recent adjustment of the curfew was done on humanitarian grounds, noting that many innocent people were suffering due to the actions of a few individuals instigating violence. Troops of the 6th Division Nigerian Army have arrested 39 suspected oil thieves and dismantled 18 illegal refining sites in a sustained crackdown against crude oil theft and related crimes in the Niger Delta region. According to the Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, the operation was conducted between March 24th and 30th, 2025 in collaboration with sister security agencies. In a statement, Danjuma said security forces also confiscated over 60,000 liters of stolen petroleum products and dismantled illegal refining infrastructure. He said the operations were carried out in Rivers, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom states. In business, Nigeria's gas production will likely remain flat in the second quarter of this year. The Society of Energy Editors, SEE, has projected in its second quarter 2025 outlook for the Nigerian energy sector. Gas flaring penalties might tighten, forcing operators to invest more in gas utilization, as the second quarter outlook also predicted. The society said in the recently released projections that natural gas production will likely remain unchanged, adding that there would be no major improvements in supply in the quarter unless key projects such as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, Shell Petroleum Development Company's Annual Gas Plant, and the Obiafu Obricom Oben OB3 pipeline come on stream. On gas exports, the society said the Nigerian liquefied natural gas NLNG, which accounts for about 7% of the global LNG supply, was facing rising competition in the market, including from Mozambique, Tanzania, and the U.S. shale gas. It stated that Nigeria's LNG exports will remain steady at 20 million metric tons per annum MTPA unless major pipeline attacks occur, adding that spot LNG prices might rise, improving the country's revenues. Away from Nigeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have announced a new 0.5% levy on imported goods from Nigeria and other economic community of West African states, ECOWAS member nations. The development, they said in a statement, comes as they seek to fund a new three-state union after leaving the larger regional economic bloc. According to an official statement by the trio, the levy was agreed on Friday and will take effect immediately. It will affect all goods imported from outside the three countries but will not include humanitarian aid, the statement said. The move ends free trade across West Africa, whose states have for decades fallen under the umbrella of the ECOWAS, and highlights the rift between the three states that border the Sahara Desert and influential democracies like Nigeria and Ghana to the south. The three countries, each ruled by military juntas that came to power through recent coups in 2023, had established the Alliance of Sahel States as a security agreement following their exit from ECOWAS bloc. In sport, former Super Eagles forward Silvanus Okpala has been appointed as the new head coach of Nigeria National League NNL side Edel FC. Okpala replaces former Niger Tornadoes coach Hamza Abara, who was appointed in February. He is expected to guide the Anambra-based club out of the relegation zone. Edel FC currently occupy 10th position in Group A with 5 points from 10 games. They will lock horns with Igbajo United in opening fixtures of the second stanza, which will commence next month. And with that, we wrap up news updates on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. Bye for now.